Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down everything. I'm going to show you all my planners, stickers, pens, like everything I use to create my weekly and monthly spreads. So if you love these types of videos, definitely thumbs up this video, hit the subscribe button, and if you have Instagram, go check me out. It's what's on Ashley's agenda, and yeah, that is where I post daily motivation. Every other day I do a quote, and every day I do some sort of planner, photo, inspiration, something. I do a photo of some sort that it revolves around planning and organization. So yeah, if you like these types of videos, then keep watching. Alrighty, so let's start off with the planners. Alrighty, so my camera battery died, so we're back at it, but I was just saying that I have 6 planners. I have 2 large, 3 medium, and actually technically I have 2 small, but I'm not going to show you my faith planner or my faith planner stickers because I've already done that in a previous video. So if you guys want to check that video out down below, or check out that video, I'll link it down below. But I also have a faith planner that I use. It's the mini, and I have 2 sticker packs that are from the faith collection from the Happy Planner. So yeah, if you like faith planning, curious, want to know what I'm doing with my faith planner, then go check it out. But yeah, I have a lot of planners, but I'm going to explain what they're for. Don't judge me. Does not mean you need this many planners. This is just what works for me. So let's start off with the mini. This is a great start if you are planning your, if you're just looking for something mini. I'm actually going to grab my measuring tape just so I can kind of measure it so you guys can get an idea. So the mini planner is about 7.5 inches. So just for reference, if I can even show you guys, it's this long, and it is 5 inches. So it's about this wide and this long. So it's not very big. It can fit in your purse. I think this is a great one. I used a small one like this when I was in college, not the Happy Planner, but I did use the one that our college gave me, and this was great. So this is the one I use for work. So if you didn't know, I'm an early childhood educator. I don't necessarily do this for my teaching, my teacher planning. Like, this isn't something I would leave at school. I would bring this home. So this might be my work schedule. I might put like things I want to purchase, things I want to do, things like this. I also put my daycare receipts in here for my daughter, and just things like that, things that we're working on. If there's going to be a staff meeting, workshop, things like that, it goes in here. And so this just kind of keeps me organized with work, and I like it because I can bring it to and from. So if I'm like, wait, was there something I wanted to purchase? Yes, there was. Okay, let me just look. And also, like, I will purchase something and then my supervisor will reimburse me. So I just keep the receipt, and then I also like to make a copy for myself. So that is what I use my Happy Planner, my mini one, for. I think this is perfect. If you have a job, this is great to put your work schedule in and just like anything work related. Now obviously not all of us are probably going to need that much information. So if your life is a little simpler than mine, this might be good to use like as everything. But I'm a mom, wife, I work full time. I also do social media as a hobby. So there's like a lot that goes into my planner. So this is what I use for work. And then my second one is my planner. So this is how I keep my life organized. This is how I organize the time I take for myself, like how I show up for myself every day, any appointments I have, bills I want to pay, like everything. I will add a little bit of my husband's stuff in here, but I won't go really into full detail, and my daughter's, just so I know, okay, like, don't do this weekend, don't book this weekend because, you know, Richard has this or Elizabeth has this. So I will kind of jot down any appointments they have, but I won't go like into full, like literally detail. Like I'm not hiding anything, but I mean like I just won't like write full out like everything that they want to get done, just kind of basic things. So that's what I use in here. And I have my chores, meal plans, budget, and project little accessory pack that I keep in here as well. This is an add-on, and this is great. I don't really use the chores one. I find it doesn't really relate to me. I feel like I have kind of nailed my daily chores and all that kind of stuff down, that I don't really need this. But if you are somebody that wants to get organized, I think this is great because it's already laid out for you. If you're like, what does a person do daily? Like, what should I be doing on a daily basis kind of thing? And then they do have a weekly and monthly chore at the bottom. So if you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, this is a great tool. But for me, I feel like I have my own thing. I'm doing it. I think if it was like blank and I could fill it in and it gave me more options, then I probably would use this more. But to be honest, I don't really use this, but it comes with it. Then I have meal plan. These are awesome. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about them. So you have your what you're gonna have for dinner, and then your grocery list, which I think is awesome because I can write down what I'm having that day, and then it's like, okay, so what do we need, what do we already have kind of thing. And then they have little boxes to check it off. And then on the back it has recipe, meal prep, snacks, and quick bites. So maybe you want to write down what you're gonna, maybe not necessarily have for, or maybe you're gonna write down what you're gonna have for lunch, or like if you want to make any snacks that week. And then they also have a second page for your grocery list. And then there's the budget, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really use. I'm trying to use it again, but I think it's hard because I just find it overwhelming. And a lot of this doesn't like affect me because it's not stuff that I pay. So my husband has certain bills that he pays, I have certain bills that I pay, so some of this just doesn't affect me. So I do wish there was a little more wiggle room or like blanks. So they have like housing, and then they have mortgage, phone, electricity, gas, water, cable, maintenance. I wish it was just like housing and then blank for me personally. But it's a good start, which I'm gonna explain later, to copy. So like for the titles, like housing, personal care, entertainment, loans, transportation, all that kind of stuff that they put in there, like as the title. Those are great to put on an accessory pack that's just like lined paper. And then the last one is projects, and this one has been a lifesaver because it takes me like a year before, like from start to finish a project, because like so much planning goes into it. I overthink, I change things, I write things down, I measure, like I change my mind again. So this is great, and even if you're not starting that project, it's nice so that when you are ready to start the project, you kind of have an idea and space. So they have inspiration / resources, sketches / ideas, supplies on hand, supplies to purchase, cost details, and then on the back says photos, vision, sketches, and project notes, which I really like. So like this is an example of my downstairs family room. I'm not working on that room. I never really had a certain plan on which room I was going to work on, but now I kind of have a plan. I'm kind of working up to bottom. So the next one is the main floor, which we are starting now, and by the end of the year it should be finished. And it's June, so this is gonna be like a 6-month project because we're not gonna paint it until like October. So I'm like just gonna take my sweet time, slowly organizing it, doing all this stuff. And then I want to start working on the I also have to work on the living room part because there's 2 rooms on our main floor. So this is great for family rooms. That when I do, I am ready to start. It's like, okay, I know what I kind of need, the materials I want, and things like that. So that is just great for like projects around the house. And then this one is a 18-month calendar. Personally, I prefer the 12-month. I don't like having I don't like having my calendar only going up for 6 months. It bothers me if you're somebody, maybe you're planning your wedding, or like you have a lot of things going on way in advance. This 18-month stuff might be for you, but sometimes you're also out of options. And then this is the dashboard layout as well. It's my favorite. I also like the horizontal, but I like the dashboard layout the best. I just like the way it is laid out. Let me just see. Let me just show you kind of an example. So I didn't really do anything here. It was Christmas break, and I just, didn't really do anything. But as you can see, you've got the days of the week on one side, and then errands, to buy, bills to pay, call / email, and then focus. You can change add a different layer, do whatever you want, right? Like, this is up to you to create how you want to do it so that it works for you. So that is my me planner. My other one is my social media planner. So if you didn't know, I have a planner channel, which is this one, and a main channel. And then I also have my 2 Instagram accounts. And I'm also thinking about making a cooking / baking channel. With this whole new kitchen getting, like, not remodeled, but it's getting a makeover. It's inspired me to start back up with my baking Instagram. If you didn't know, I have a baking Instagram, so it's Ashley Elizabeth Bakes, and I put a lot of gluten-free and vegan recipes on there. There was a time in my life where gluten actually bothered me, but then I got pregnant, and since my pregnancy / after, I've been fine. Gluten doesn't bother me. It's the weirdest thing ever. And then my brother-in-law is vegan, and then we also eat plant-based vegetarian. We don't really eat a lot of meat meals. I just personally feel better when I'm eating plant-based, and my husband does it for environmental reasons. So a lot of recipes you'll see on there is that, and I also just like making recipes that are like healthy, like dessert ones. Like, you're gonna see a lot of that too. If I think I'm gonna make this channel, but it would be like, these videos would be posted like once a month. It would not be a weekly thing. That's too much. But I do want to start posting more on my my baking account. So if you want to go follow me there. It's been a while since I posted, but I do enjoy it. But anywho, this is just a great way to like kind of write down video ideas and when I'm gonna film, when I'm gonna edit, or when I'd like to edit, things like that. This is like my social media planner, and this one is just a year. So yeah, this one will end at the end of the year, and it just makes my life easier, and then I'm not feeling so overwhelmed. The other one I have is this one, and this is actually just a to-do list. I'm obsessed with making to-do lists. It's how I run my life. It's how I feel better. I like to brain dump. And if things don't get done that day, you know, I can move it over into the following day. Things I might want to get done now, things I want to get done in the future. But this, I don't really decorate it, to be honest. And it's separated by months as well. It's not just like it's not just like a notebook. So if you feel like you would do better with a planner like this, then this would be one for you. So it has these, and I believe they're in every single planner. But I think these are great for like anniversaries and birthdays. But it's literally like the whole month, just like that. And then you have your calendar. I didn't get this till like maybe February. So all of January would be blank, but like I'll just show you. So this is like daily tasks, and actually it has enough so that on both pages you can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh yeah, like the 7 days of the week plus an extra ones. There's 8. There's 4 on each side, and then 1, 2, like 2. So I like writing things I want to get done that day, things I want to get done that week, things like that, and cross them off. It just makes me feel better, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed. So this is like my to-do, my to-do planner. Alrighty, the last one before I get into my last one, if that makes any sense. This is my family planner. This is where Mama Ashley writes down everything for the family. If somebody has a haircut, if somebody has a doctor's appointment, all the bills that need to be paid, I write them down here. I'm the secretary of the household, if that makes any sense, and my husband is like the financial advisor, and that is just what works with us. That is our strengths. That's what we're good at, and so that's what we do. I have a family calendar so that everybody can see what's going on, especially for my husband. But this is the lifesaver, and it's big. This is the large size. So actually, I didn't even show you guys. Like, I didn't even measure, just so you guys could see. So the mini happy planner is 7.5, I think, by 5, and then the medium sized ones, or the classic they like to call them, is, so it is, oh, is it the same? No, this is what, so vertically the small one is 7.5 by 5. This is like horizontally it is like basically 8 inches, and then vertically it is 10, so like an 8 by 10. So like I'm going to show you. So it's like 8 by 10. So if that helps. And then the classic size, or not classic, the large planners, they are 9, like base, like a little, just under 9.5 by, this is not including the rings too, by about 11.5. So just a little bit bigger, but yeah, I just love the size. This does not go anywhere with me. It stays here under my computer so that every night, or not, I shouldn't say every night, because now that I'm back to work, I probably don't check it every night, and I really don't need to. But I would say 3 times a week, I probably want to just reflect, anything that I need to add, things like that. It all goes in here. So that is my, I want to say the Big Papa planner, but it's for Mama, me. So that is that. And then the grand finale for a planner, which I was going to do my sticker collection, planner, everything all in this video, but this is going to be part 1. I'm going to do it in a second one because I feel like I've been talking for a long time. But this is my new teacher planner that I'm going to be using in August. So I have one already, but that one is at work. I keep it at work. I don't bring it home. My assistant can look in it as well. And it's just something that I keep there for me to use. And so this is more curriculum based. So I write down kind of like what we're going to be doing each day. Emergent observations I'll put in here. Now legally we still have to, like, I have to write my emergent learning observations in like an actual documented book. Like they're not going to take this seriously, they're not going to look at this, but this is just for myself so that when the kids are all resting, I can kind of go through it and be like, okay, you know, whose birthday's coming up, do we have a special day planned, do I need to get that, like, is it the end of the month, do I need to get a new newsletter out, do I need to get back to a parent on something, you know, what to do. So this is more like the curriculum base. This isn't something I take home, but it is something that I will look, and if I need to, I will jot something down from this and so forth. So I might write something on this at home, bring it to work, and I will add it in here if I need to. So it doesn't happen too much. Like, I feel like there's not too much I write in here that needs to go in here. Like, I don't write in here really what I need to buy, things like that. It's more just planning, but it has like when the school starts, recess, lunch, recess, school ends, which I think is great. Even if you work at a childcare center like myself, you can still write your routine of the classroom. Then it says reliable students, reliable teachers, additional notes, which I think is still okay. Like, I mean, I get why they put that. It just seems a little like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, there are going to be students probably in your room that are more willing to help than others. So that's kind of like, I don't know. It's not that the others aren't helpful. I don't know. Like, to me, this basically says the good. This is basically saying like you're good kids, which in my eyes they're all good. I don't know. That part kind of bothers me, but I do get it. Like, it's not to be hurtful in any way. Like, especially as a parent. Like, I don't know. That's just like how I feel about it. But yeah, and then it has reference notes for the substitute, which I will show you. So this is like a little front page, and then it also has like this little thing, which I don't know what I would put here. I don't remember this being in my other planner, but this is an option too to write out your routine. So there's that, and then this is a great place too to put birthdays. If you have birthdays that are like, you know, throughout the year. Both of these are like, you know, good spots for you, like you can see everything. And then this is at every monthly spread. So we just have like important August goals, birthday book, which is kind of cute, so you can rate your birthdays for the month. Important, so maybe if there's like, for me, right, I could put like if I have a child moving up to my room, or they're moving into the next room, or I'm trying to think what else monthly. You could even write like, well, I guess in here I'd probably write like what my monthly goals are, like what's something I have to do every month. They just have like also cute quotes on every like monthly spread. So like this is August quote, and the nice thing is this is all year round, and I don't take summers off. Like, we work, you know, I don't want to say 365 days of the year because we are closed for statutory holidays, but we're basically open every other time. And then it has this nice big calendar here. You can see. And on the back too, I never did take this off. It shows you as well an example of what the main page looks like. So that kind of gives you an idea. So this is what it looks like, and it's kind of blank. So you can, I think it's meant for like subjects. So for me, right, I might put like large group time, small group time, emergent observation. So if I saw something that was like kind of a light bulb went off in my head, I can put it in a section. If it's somebody's birthday that day, I can put that in a section. If it's a special event, things like that. Maybe I want to do a fire drill that day, whatever. Those are all things. So there are 7 boxes, and then they have it where it's like the days of the week are kind of on this side. So Monday to Friday are here, and then you have your 7 boxes that go across. And we're not open Saturday and Sundays anyways, so that works fine for me. And then this will go from August to July. And then in the back, I really like it. It's the checklist they have, and this is what I like to use for my attendance. I do have one that I have to give my supervisor on a bi-weekly basis, but if it's in her office and I don't want to go to her office to go grab the paper at that moment, whatever, I can write it all in here. And it's always just good too to have like a second attendance list, because what if you made a mistake, then you can go back and be like, oh yeah, they were here this day, or they weren't, they were absent, whatever. So I do like this as like a backup, just to like double check your work kind of thing. So that is everything for the teacher planner, and that is it. Those are all the planners I have. Really, you could have all 3 if you wanted. I think the large is great if you want to do like family planning. I think the medium is great if you want one like just for yourself. So like maybe how you're going to divide your time, maybe you're going to put your manicure, pedicure appointments, and just a place where you can really be creative because it's your planner, it's just for yourself. Maybe you've got a date with your husband or wife or whoever. Maybe you want to hang out with your girlfriends, things like that. And then the mini planner, I think is great for work, school, because it's just so compact. It's still small enough for traveling, but not like too small that you can't do anything with it. And this one is the dashboard layout as well. I can't remember if I said that, but they're all the dashboard layout, and these are awesome. So you can change, you can turn this if you want this to your background, you just flip it the other way, because with the rings, the sheets are all removable, which is awesome. And depending on what accessories you want to get too, they will fit like depending on the size of your planner. So I believe they have accessories for all different sizes. But yeah, I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. It is actually my bedtime now. This is what happens when you're back to working full time. You basically put your kid to bed, and then you have time for filming, and then you have to go to bed because my shift is really early. So that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.